Hello, people out there. I am the anti-Halloween YouTuber, in case you didn't know.
What does that mean?
What that means is that most of the YouTubers are young and happy,
Oh.
and I'm old and grumpy. And I'm particularly grumpy today. Why am I particularly grumpy? If you watched our review of Spirit Halloween's props, my daughter decided to surprise me with a prop. And I don't know what she was thinking, but
Listen, I thought that it looked cool. I thought you might like it. You never
Okay.
know how things look in person.
She said she liked it,
You never know how things might look
but she
in
bought
real
it for
life.
me.
But if after we build it and it
Yes.
underwhelms us, I will get you a different one.
Yeah, well, we have to decide. Well, let's not get ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves.
it might
Let's
be
look
very
at
nice. You don't know yet.
it. All right. So today, in case you haven't guessed, we're building Spirit's owl monstrosity. What do they call it? The owl beast? The
Night
owl?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Boy, I'm never buying you anything again.
It should be interesting. And hey, if you like it, you want it, more power to you. That's all I got to say. We'll take a look at it.
Nice. We haven't built it yet.
I have an open mind. I'm known.
You do not have an
I
open
am
mind.
known for my open-mindedness.
All right.
So here we go.
Let's get into it.
All right. Okay, this is the parts that make up the night owl. I do say he's sizable. I mean, he's 6 feet tall, but the head is a little oversized. The feet are oversized. The hips and shoulders are kind of narrow. We'll see. All right.
I already have a complaint, like a disappointment, but I'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah. The disappointment is you thought it was metallic and it's stone.
And it's stone. I don't know why the video made him look metal.
Yeah, he's not shiny. It's definitely a stone finish. Here, let me hold this up to you. Definitely a stone finish.
Yeah, I think he looked...
Faux stone, plastic stone, very
he
plastic
looked
looking.
Stone. I mean, he looked
Who are you
metal.
saying looks stone?
No, he looked metal on the thing, and that's what inspired me to want to
Very
get
obvious.
him, because I wanted to do a clockwork, like he was a clockwork creature.
Yeah.
I had this idea in my head, but now that he's stone, I feel
Yeah,
uninspired.
you're thinking of, what was that, Sinbad and the...
Yeah, well, that was a little golden clock, but just in general, those clock creatures from like claymation type things, or like a Studio Ghibli
I have
type
to honestly
movie.
say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just disappointed.
All right,
but
anyway.
let's build him and see
Let's
how
build
he
him.
goes.
What part should we start with today? Let's start with the base. It's always the base. The base is labeled A.
We're filming on a different camera today, so let me know if you like this better. The zooming in and stuff, it's a little bit different on this camera, so I can't get the same shots as I've
What the
gotten
hell?
previously. But hopefully it's still good. It does have the AI detection thing that follows him around sometimes, which is cool.
I can't even open the instructions. I'll tell you what, there's like 28 steps to this thing. Oh, they have instructions about how to pack it back up.
That's good.
Maybe they're anticipating getting a bunch of them back or what? Nah, I shouldn't say that.
I still want to be hopeful for it, so I don't want to say,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I know.
it might turn out really nicely. If not, it's a good thing there's those instructions.
All right, so of course we start with the leg bones. And B and C, I'm guessing, or just B? Just B's, both B's.
The A bone connects to the B bone.
The B bone kind of has a backwards knee like a bird. See? Backwards like a bird. Unless I didn't look. I didn't look at the instructions for all I know. I could have put it together backwards, but I'm guessing. I am surmising that it's a backwards knee. You can't really tell from the instructions. So next is the feet. Both marked J. You know what that means? They're identical.
I'm also upset that they're hollow inside.
They are completely hollow, cheap plastic. They have the pins for the feet to fit into. There's no reason to have them. Or whatever. Because they're...
Well, you know what it is? For the price point, I thought that they would have a little bit more thickness.
Yeah,
you know,
they're very flimsy.
A little bit
But
higher
they do go
quality.
over the pin, I guess, to roughly hold them in place.
I don't mean to be coming down harsh on this prop.
Hey,
Still don't know if it's
it
going
is
to
what
look
it
good.
is.
But
No, seriously. We give you an honest assessment.
Yeah, I kind of lost my steam for it after I noticed it wasn't metallic.
And the pin's not dropping in perfectly. Come on, yes. Nope.
Did the cloth get in the way, maybe?
No, it's just not lined up perfectly. Slide the costume over until the frame emerges from the neck collar area. All right, I'm assuming this is the costume. Because there's nothing else to, oh no, that's what happens when you assume. These are the wings.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense.
This is the costume, M. Guide the body frame through the hip hoop and attach to the lower body. I got it. You could actually put it, like I did, put it on the torso, then put the torso on. It kind of shows you doing it simultaneously. Plug the adapter in. Okay. Thank you for telling me, because I usually forget. I will drop the adapter through the, what do they call this? The dress? I don't know. What they call it? Body. All right. Nice long adapter. They do that, Spirit, usually, wherever they get this from. Next is the head. Attach that fine owl-like head. More like a gargoyle, actually.
Well, that's...
I guess,
think
is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, like an owl gargoyle.
An owl
with
gargoyle?
stone.
Is it taken right from the Cathedral of Milan?
It's cool looking, in my opinion, the face sculpt.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I do wish he was metallic.
Well, then he wouldn't be a gargoyle.
Well, I was planning on making him something else.
Oh, well, that's just you. Notice, though, it's advertised as 6 feet tall. The head is only about 5 foot tall.
Yeah, he's tiny.
The wings are the 6 feet, the top peak of the wings.
That is so lame. Halloween companies.
It's
Spirit
to be
Halloween,
expected.
Walmart, etc., etc.
Walmart.
Not Walmart.
Walmart.
Lowe's. Don't do that. When you do the height, say what the height is at the top of the head and then give like a little side note, actually is this high. Don't do that bullshit and be like, oh, it's a 6 foot tall owl. No, it's not.
Okay, now the costume has a collar on it with Velcro. We want you to slide the costume up over everything.
Isn't it better to do the wires?
I wish they'd let, yeah, I'm gonna plug it in first. It doesn't tell you to,
I would think
but I'm at
do
least
the
gonna
wires
plug
now.
the head in. Yeah, I agree. So green to green is the head. Now let's see what else they have.
sure there's a sensor wire somewhere. And the LED eyes, but those might already be plugged in.
Well, the eyes are that green wire, because that's the only thing in the head, right?
Doesn't his mouth move?
I don't think so. Neck has Velcro places to line up. The collar, which does line up pretty good. You know, make a full, nice, you know, hides the neck. Because a lot of the older props have an issue with that. All right. Remove the cotter pin from one of the outer braces and slide the prong into the housing at the end of the left inner wing brace. Set the cotter pin back in the hole. F and H braces are joined. All right, so F is the piece going towards the shoulder. These are the pieces of the wings that are more towards the shoulder. And I'm gonna have to cut this off. Here we go.
At home, please do not use knives to randomly cut objects. Use scissors and goggles and gloves. Wear all the,
This is
proper PP.
This is Halloween. Where would Halloween be without knives?
We are not OSHA certified.
Yeah. All right, so are they marked left and right or letters? Letters, F. One is marked F, the other has no tag. So F, it says F is the left one.
Okay.
This one has a sticker F. This one has nothing, so F. And now there's a cotter pin here somewhere. There is a hole for the wing. But how I'm gonna find a cotter pin in there, if not, I'm gonna have to open up the Velcro. Oh, I see. So the cotter pin, they want you to put the wing together, then put it on. But I'm gonna put the half a wing on first and then put it together. Why? Because I like doing things my way. You know, like Frankie.
That's not gonna lead into any trouble.
Look what I found. Cotter pins. No, they're
clips. I don't care what anyone says.
they're cotter pins as far
clips.
as I'm concerned. Add spirit, but not my daughter.
Listen, many people can be wrong and one person can be right, and that person is me.
Okay. Doesn't look right, but whatever. Does that look right?
I mean, when you look at the picture on the box, yeah. Doesn't it?
Maybe. I mean, it's more bent on the box, but a lot more. It's like
But maybe that's because it's not
yeah, maybe
in the
they're
forward
pointing
motion.
up, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna try their method at doing the cotter pin before I put it on. This is why I figured it would be easier to put it on after you put the first piece of wing on, because it's awkward when you hold it.
Were you supposed to put the foam on them first?
The what?
I mean, it looks like you might have to put foam on the wings.
I think it go. Oh, Jesus!
And then the,
That probably slides over all that nonsense.
it's rather tall. Can you reach that?
Yeah, but I think they would have told you. They definitely didn't tell you. They tell you now to put the foam on.
Okay, that's an interesting choice.
So now it wants you to slide the whole foam onto this thing. And you're going over all this stuff. Oh yeah, that's easy. Ridiculous. Yeah, this is
I feel like they
ridiculous.
should have been done before you attached it.
Yeah, but the foam's one piece. They should have cut it in half and had you do half and half.
Or, you know, had the whole thing attached, put the foam on, and then attach it to the beast. Or whatever it's called, the owl.
Yeah. You know, in a lot of ways, props have got better over the years, smarter, and there's other ways you still run into stuff and say, what the hell?
What were they thinking? Yeah, the wing system they have going on here is not very consumer friendly, I would say. And
Yep.
also, the wires seem easily bendable. Like they don't even look even on him.
Yep.
You know, one's higher than the other. Like, who designed this?
Like it's hard to walk down because it's wire. So you can't really push it, it won't stay. If you're purchase this prop, I hope you're a lot better at this than I am. The head is cool. The sculpt of the head is cool. To me, it's not 100% owl. Maybe gargoyle owl, I guess, but because it could be a demon, it could be.
Well, I never thought
It
that
looks
it was
like a
supposed
mask.
to be a living owl. You
Looks
know?
like a masquerade mask or something, you know? That
Yeah.
thing.
I feel like had they made him as, like, granted, we haven't seen him with the wings on yet, but
Yeah.
if they had made him as tall as the wings height
Yeah.
and then added the wings on top,
Yeah, so
this would be a really cool prop.
So you're
But it's
saying
too
as
small.
much as he's big, his head is big, his feet are big, he's not imposing enough for a $250
Yes.
prop.
If the top of his head was 6 foot and the wings were massive, I
Yeah.
would say yeah. But he's short. I don't care where the wings go. That's stupid.
You know what? I put this on. They're showing you construct the whole wing before you put the wing on. So I made a mistake. Like, not something I have to redo, but they wanted you to construct the whole thing, put the material
That's
on,
what I was
then put
thinking.
it on, which I guess makes sense, but
That
Yeah,
makes
whatever.
a lot more sense. That's why I kept saying this is odd.
I don't think
All
it would
right,
make
so that's
no-
a user error.
For me, it's not a big deal. You know, to me, it's easier to work with it
I
on.
would not have been able to do that with my height.
Here is the hole that this bracket goes through, very small. You actually have to do it one prong at a time. Okay, here is your bat gargoyle kind of thing with long bandy legs. Maybe he's a sick pigeon. I don't know. More than an owl.
All right.
What did I
well,
say, bat? I meant owl.
He's
Whatever.
certainly not as intimidating as I thought he would be.
No, he's not intimidating. He's. Hey, you know what? The face looks pretty decent. It's a pretty interesting face.
He's not tall enough. I don't
Doesn't
care.
scream owl to me, but it is a very interesting, more of a gargoyle owl kind of face. The wigs are ridiculous looking.
I don't care about the technicality of him being 6 foot tall. He's not 6 foot tall. It's stupid.
No.
He's ugly. I
He's,
don't like him anymore. I'm sad.
I'm 5'11", so he's on a good day. He's
Tiny.
yeah.
Even his wings aren't 6 foot tall then.
Yeah.
Well, granted, they might go up. Let's plug him in and see how he goes.
See how he goes. All right, my full assessment. He's not really 6 feet tall. His tip of his wings are. Does have a big head. The rest of him, cheap looking, but the head's nice. Not an impressive prop because the wings flap, although they do flap a good amount in a slow, steady pace. They have a wide girth, but they're just flapping wings. The mouth doesn't move, right?
No.
He just screeches, and the eyes light up. $250, definitely not worth it. What would I use them for? The wings are very cheap looking, but in the back of a cemetery, in the background, he could be pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's too pricey for a background prop.
Yeah. I mean, putting him on the roof of the mausoleum might work, something like that. Or in a tree or something like that might work with him. But, he ain't worth the money,
So,
my opinion.
Yes, I would say this is the first prop we bought that we do not actually recommend.
Well, I mean, if Al's your thing and you have a spot for him, like the perfect spot, yeah, he is what he is. But I don't know. The material is paint. I don't know. It's not for me. How about subscribing and liking and giving us comments and notifications and
And that's it.
no, actually
No, that's it. That's all of share. There you go.
share. That's the one. Share this video or share a video of a real good prop. Whatever you want to do. But all right, take care. I'm out of here.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Yep.
Bye.